Hi guys, Carina Gardner here, and we are doing February's block of the month. As always, remember to check out the links at the bottom of the screen so that you can go see January's block of the month, as well as check out what we're doing on Instagram and to download the actual block. So we have a PDF for you so you can download each month on the 15th of the month when we release these. You can download the little measurements for each of our blocks. So thanks for joining me. All right, so today it's February and it's Valentine's, so we are doing a heart block. So look how cute that guy is. Of course, you could, if you weren't doing my exact quilt and doing your own, you could do a whole bunch of these darling little hearts. This is a little more complicated than January's block, but it's really fun and really, really sweet. You can see it right here on the quilt, and how these little blocks on the edges kind of frame it. Gosh, I don't even know what I'm saying. Okay, so heart block. Let's start with measurements. Okay, so here we go with all the measurements. Lots of teeny tiny little pieces in this one, and lots of white. Okay, so once you have cut all of your pieces, let's put this thing together. So I'm just going to move all of this to the side, which is going to be very difficult to do because there are lots of little tiny pieces. Okay, so what we're going to do is you're going to start with your big red piece, this one right here, okay? And you are going to take your large white block at the bottom and you're going to draw a pencil line in it right across the diagonal, and you're going to use that as your sewing line. Okay, so you're going to sew right across the bottom and the edge of this big red block, whatever you use for your, maybe your hearts are all yellow, I don't know. Okay, so then you're going to take your little 1-inch white blocks, the same deal. I don't think you need to really pencil a line through it. I think you're going to be able to get it, but I just lay them on both edges of the top, and you're going to sew a diagonal on both of those. So what will happen is you will then trim down along that edge a quarter of an inch. A quarter of an inch. I had to think about that for a second. Right along the edge, trim it off so that you can then open it up and iron all of those white pieces back. And you're going to do that up here as well. So you're going to be able to open it up and iron it. And so when you do that, it will look like this. So you will have half of a heart. Awesome, right? So you're going to take both of your half heart pieces once you've created them, and you are going to simply, it's going to be kind of hard to see because I've got this little mashed up piece here. You're going to fold it together and sew them together quarter of an inch right along that middle seam. Then you'll be able to open it up and you'll have your square block with the heart on it. Okay, so then to finish it up, you're going to take the two bottom squares and sew them to the middle white square, or not square, rectangle, and then the white little thin piece, and you're going to sew that together. Same deal here, just matching them up. You're going to sew a quarter of an inch. This is going to be teeny tiny. It's just this tiny little, and you can see it down here. It's just a tiny little allowance. And then you're going to sew that together and then sew it to the bottom. Okay, this is probably the easiest one to see. Sew it to the bottom of your heart, okay? And you're going to repeat that for the top. So put together your two little colored square blocks and the rectangle in the middle first, and then sew to it the white piece. And I like to sew those two pieces together first, and then I adhere it to the block, or to the main heart block, and that's it. It looks more complicated than it is. It's a lot more cutting than it is sewing. But once you've got it sewn together, look how darling that is. Okay, so that's your February block. Go ahead and make it. Check us out on Instagram. Links, of course, at the bottom of the screen. And I'll see you guys next month.